Greetings everyone. In this tutorial we're going to discuss the items located under course information. So when we open course information, we're going to notice that there are 4 items here: discussion guidelines, discussion grading rubric, Netiquette guidelines, and APA guidelines. With discussion guidelines, this is a document that just spells out specific guidelines, what I'm looking for when you are doing your posts, especially your initial posts as well as your responses. This is very important to know, so I do highly recommend that you open this, read the information there, and become familiar with it. The discussion board grading rubric. This is how I grade your papers or your discussions. So let's open that up real quick and I'll show you. This rubric is divided into 3 different sections. You have quality of your initial post, timeliness of the initial post, and then finally contributions to the learning community. You're responding to the other students. Each one has its own point values, and I literally open this document up when I go to grade your discussion. So if you're a day late posting, under timeliness, you're going to get 10 points instead of the 15. If you're 2 days late submitting, you're going to get 3 instead of the 15. And if you're more than 2 days, then I'm not going to give you any points under that. Same thing with down here. So really become familiar with this document because it is going to be the bloodline of your grade for your discussions. For those of you that are not familiar with Netiquette, Netiquette is basically just etiquette for the internet. And so I provided you a link to information about Netiquette. These are basic rules of Netiquette, basic etiquette information. But it is important to know, and it is important to remember. We sometimes get behind a computer and we forget that we're actually discussing things and talking with humans on the other end. So keeping in mind your Netiquette rules is pretty important. And then finally, APA guidelines. You're going to notice in your discussion boards and in a few other assignments, I'm going to ask you for APA formatting. I'm not asking you to write me a dissertation or a research paper, but what I do want is I want citations. If you use information from a source, then I want you to cite that source at the end of the paper or at the end of your discussion or your document that you're writing. This is just a link out to a site that's fairly easy to use, has general guidelines, page titles, which you don't necessarily need that, but what's important is it also has information on how to reference printed sources, books, articles, and also electronic sources. So this is a good resource for use, not only for this course, but for any course as you continue your education. This is going to conclude this tutorial. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you.